Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 14, Season Finale. So the first thing we see is Kirk's baby mom, Jasmine, with Erica Banks and her friend Erica Racine. And Erica Banks invites Jasmine and Erica Racine to Spice's event where she's going to have them all perform the Cass album. Erica Banks, you're being messy now. I understood her being friends with Jasmine because at the end of the day, Erica Banks is younger, like way younger than Rashida. She's probably closer to Jasmine's age, and she just came to Atlanta into the show. So she don't owe Rashida and Kirk no loyalty. So maybe she wanted to give Jasmine a chance, like, despite what she did. But for you to keep bringing her to events that you know Rashida and Kirk are going to be at, now you're just being messy. And then Erica Racine and Jasmine both still talking about Mendices, insinuating that he's messing around with somebody on Yandy. And then Jasmine is like, can I bring a +1? And it's a man. So Ciara went to Spice and was like, I don't think it's fair that you let Amy diss me on the Cass album, but you won't even let me be on the Cass album. I got a diss track of my own. So she played Spice the song, and like I told y'all last week, it gave City Girl rap. But being that they don't have that kind of sound on the album, maybe besides Erica Banks, Spice was like, okay, this sounds good. And as far as Spice saying she couldn't call Ciara and let her know that she was getting dissed because that would feel like she was going against her own project, I feel like if I was Spice and I was producing that album and I'm cool with Amy and Ciara, and I hear Amy did a diss track to Ciara, I'm going to tell Amy, I'm going to let you put it on the album. This is art and it's fire. But I am going to tell Ciara, because that's my friend too, so that when I invite her to an event where you might perform the song, she's not caught off guard. And also giving Ciara the chance to potentially prove herself to me if she does want to respond and she brings me a good song. That's how you just be in the middle. Like, it's music, I'm a producer, I'm going to give both of y'all a chance, and I'm not taking no sides. Without being messy and, like, not letting Ciara know what she was walking into. And Spice basically said she knows somebody wrote this for Ciara, but it's good. Rashida and Kirk, a broken record. She forgave him. I don't know if this whole Jasmine text message thing was a storyline or if Kirk was doing something he had no business again or not. All I know is Rashida's talking about shit happens, and you can ask anybody down from Beyonce to Michelle Obama. Girl, nobody said any of y'all should have took the men who cheated on y'all back, and just because y'all did don't mean everybody else did, will, or should. So everybody's meeting up at the Cass album concert venue, and they're getting ready for the show, rehearsing and stuff. So Bambi and Chaotic were talking about Amy, and it did come out that Chaotic is the person who helped Ciara with this diss track against Amy, which is funny because him and Amy used to mess around, but I guess he's like, fuck it, because now she messing with Scrappy. But really, they all messy. Bambi's messy for messing with Amy's ex and not telling her. Amy and Scrappy are messy for messing around because of their connections to Chaotic and Bambi. And then Chaotic is still messy, period. It looks like he's still messing with Erica Banks, mad that Amy messing with who she messing with, and then be kind of flirting with Bambi. So Ashley goes to Zane while he's rehearsing and basically tells him that, her son that she has without him, she's going to probably send him to his dad for the school year because she's worried about herself having to move out and then her kid being, stuck having to change schools in the middle of the school year because she's like, I keep telling you to get this DNA test. I'm not feeling what's going on with you and Michelle. Like, it needs to be figured out. So I don't know how we're moving. Zane keeps a lot of secrets, and we've learned that throughout the season. Like, every time we saw him and Ashley meet up with either his family or Michelle, she learned stuff that she didn't know before. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that this is his kid, and that's why they're both kind of dragging their feet on getting the DNA test, and Michelle and him are just covering it up. I don't know. Zane is mad, and he's not feeling it, talking about his foul that she did this without talking to him. But at the end of the day, she don't really have to talk to you about something with her child that she got outside of you. If her and her baby father decided that, that's it. Like, you don't really have no say, in my opinion. And you should never be trying to keep the next man's child from him. Not Yandy using this opportunity to ambush Mendices and have the jewelry guy come in with a box of rings talking about pick out your engagement ring because you need to replace your ring. Because Mendices claimed he lost that ring in the house, but all season he ain't never found it. How big is your house? You ain't looked that hard. He all like, oh, I guess we could swing this, while he putting the ring on like, oh, I didn't know it means that much to you. You too worried about public perception. I'm worried about strengthening the marriage and the respect. The ring is not my focus. No, you want to be out at them bars like Jasmine said. Maybe you didn't talk to Jasmine, but who knows what you doing. Because Mendices, he just don't seem interested. Like, that's all I can say. All season, he just seemed uninterested in Yandy, even at their therapy sessions. So Yandy's sitting here talking to Shekinah about her performing, because Spice is letting her perform and be on the Cass album. She has a song as well. And she's sitting there talking about she don't remember the words. And Yandy like, girl, you better not embarrass me. So then Rich Dollars walks over to them. I'm surprised to see him, but I guess not, because I think Love and Hip Hop New York is not coming back, y'all. So they all about to rotate to Atlanta and Miami if they want to keep their jobs. So this is Shekinah and Yandy's face, because Rich said, oh, I came with Jasmine and Erica. And they was like, I know you ain't bring that girl up in here. He was like, she brought me up in here. I don't know what's going on. He claims Jasmine is just a homie, but like Yandy said, if you know like I know, and if you know like we know, please, the homie, he's sleeping with Jasmine, because Rich sleeps with everybody. And if not Jasmine, then her friend Erica Racine, who's always tagging along with her. So the show is starting. Rollo is opening the show, And Erica's backstage, and Rashida and Kirk walk in. Erica sitting here just chopping it up with them, and I'm like, girl, you so messy because you know you invited Jasmine knowing they gonna be here. And Rashida was like, it's so many people here. And Erica was like, yeah, Spice got everybody here. And just as she said that, Jasmine walks in, and Rashida was like, oh. And then Jasmine and Erica greet each other like, hey, girl. So Rashida's realizing, like, she's really cool with this girl. So Rashida's like, oh, it's giving stalker. I'm not getting involved in Jasmine and Kirk's conversations. So as soon as Jasmine walks in the room and sits down, Rashida says it's time for me to go and tells Kirk she's leaving. So she walks out, but Kirk stays in the room. So you see Erica switches seats so Jasmine and Kirk could talk directly face to face so they could talk about canon. And Jasmine says she's not surprised that Kirk and Rashida made up because Rashida will jump in the casket with Kirk, and I have to agree. Kirk admitted that he lied about Jasmine coming to the door with her birthday suit, which is what started this whole thing of her bringing up the old text messages. And this is probably why she feels like she has to hold text messages over your head as evidence and collateral, because you literally just admitted that you made up a lie to try to make it look like she still wanted you. Now, after all of that, Erica Banks talking about, oh, this conversation got nothing to do with me and it's getting awkward, so let me go get ready for my performance. Girl, you basically set this whole conversation up. But Kirk and Jasmine conversation basically ended with him saying he wants to get Cannon legitimized, like get his last name changed, and just get them an agreement written on paper with the amount of money that she agreed for him to give her every month, and the lawyers will be done after that point. So after they agreed on that, Jasmine was like, okay, I'm done. So she got up to walk away. But Kirk followed behind her, and he was like, I need you to say that you twisted those text messages up. Those text messages were a lie. I took my stuff back, so you need to take your stuff back. And Jasmine was like, boy, bye, I'm not lying about nothing. The text messages are real. So Kirk gave it up and walked away, told her have a good day. Yeah, that's what you better do. So the cast album is called Ciphers of the A. Everybody performed their tracks, even the diss tracks, Bambi, Amy, Ciara. Rashida was up there performing. Jasmine was in the audience rolling her eyes. Shakana performed. I guess she beat her stage fright and anxiety. I'll give her that. And Bambi said in her diss track, Baby Mama #2, but I'm the lit one. What happened to Erica Dixon? Because she was on this show at the beginning of the season. She's getting dissed too. Does she know about this? So Ciara went last, and before she went, she was like, Amy, this is for you, bitch. And her diss track was very direct. Like, she ended it with saying, why you effing on Bam X N-word B? So everybody was like, oh, because they had an audience. Amy said, Ciara's not a real rapper. Who wrote this? It's definitely giving perky, erky, jerky. And Ciara was like, I'm not lying. Shakana, come here. So Shakana came, and Ciara put the mic to her mouth, and she was like, what Amy said? And Ciara was like, Amy said she fucking with Scrappy. So Scrappy like, oh, I'm gonna drag all these hoes in real life. I got information on all these hoes. And Scrappy like, I'm just tired of everybody having my name in their mouth. Amy talking about we go together. Bambi assaulting me on the track. Ciara mentioning me. And he like, everybody playing with my name. And Bambi went to him and was like, it's not that serious. Ciara and Chaotic wrote it as a joke. But that only made Scrappy more upset because he was like, oh, Chaotic wrote this. So that just adds to the list of people that he feels like are playing with his name. Next thing you know, Scrappy goes and like pushes Chaotic or like grabs his shirt. Scrappy talking about, oh, I just tapped him and I was trying to tell him we need to talk. That ain't what it looked like. And Lil Zane said that was not no tap. It looked like he yoked him up or attempted to like run up on him and yoke him up. And Chaotic said him and Scrappy already had tension because he took him off the YouTube because Scrappy wasn't filming, wasn't putting in no money, wasn't putting in no effort. So Chaotic was like, it's just going to be my channel. And Chaotic was being messy by helping Ciara write that song. But I really feel like he was doing that more to get at Amy than Scrappy. So Spice done went back out to the audience like, sorry guys, the show is over. Everybody was booing while they was leaving. I'm like, this is not looking good for this cast album. And Scrappy was like, if I wanted to hit him, I would have just hit him. Chaotic was like, Scrappy is jealous of me. I got my shit together and he don't. And then Shakana gonna say, oh, I'm just so sad that we couldn't do this as a family. And Spice was like, girl, shut the hell up, because you the one who got off the mic and really made everything go left. You and Ciara. I will say I like Rollo though. He seemed cool. He was like, I feel like everybody need to learn how to have peaceful conversations and step down instead of always being ready to step up, because it could just be like throwing gasoline on the fire. You know, he just got out of prison, so he probably learned to calm down so that he don't end up in bad situations. So Yandy and Mendices are backstage heading out, and here comes Jasmine and her friends talking about, oh, look at the Frost coat. But they end up stopping because Rich is with them. And we all know Yandy and Rich are good friends. Jasmine start asking Mendices, oh, I don't look familiar to you? He like, no. She like, oh, that's funny because you've been to my bar and you've been to Erica's bar. And he's like, okay, did we ever have any real conversation? And she was like, nothing more than, can I get a so-and-so? And he was like, exactly. So why would I remember that? That's like saying that somebody gonna remember every single waitress that ever took their order. Girl, you not that cute. She talking about, I just gotta speak my truth. Speak your truth about what? That he came to your bar and ordered a drink? That's no tea. You was acting like you had tea. So Mendices and Yandy start walking away. And then this one, Erica Racine, the friend, pipes up and she's like, oh, I wasn't done. I had something to say. And Jasmine says that Erica Racine is close friends with one of the girls that Mendices is or was having an affair with. So at this point, I'm wondering, like, maybe Rich wants Mendices to get exposed so Yandy could see for herself. Because, Rich, you've been knowing Yandy and Mendices too long to be on the other side of this conversation. So Erica, Jasmine, and Rich follow Yandy and Mendices outside. And Erica Racine is like, so you just gonna let your husband F other people to Yandy? And Mendices turned around and said, why are you talking? And she was like, oh, don't ask me why I'm talking. They say you effing everybody in Atlanta. And y'all see Yandy got all up in Erica Racine's face. Yandy was about to give her that hood rat Harlem beatdown. That was very messy. Rich is fake. Yandy and Mendices definitely need to check him because he has no loyalty. And Yandy just said that she felt like that brought her and Mendices together even more because they just went up against those three girls and they was a unit. You know, they was both ready to swing. I will say that. So we saw a quick commercial for the next season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta coming in 2025. They're going to be in London, I believe, touring the cast album. And then we get our season outros from everyone. And that is the end of the season. So I'll either see y'all next season or we'll see if this time if they actually have a reunion. Bye, guys.